Greetings and welcome to MINIQUEST. I am Arcturus the Black Compass, as per usual, joined this time by Pentagast, the brown alchemist.
Yay!
Sure. That's... I don't really think I count as an alchemist since I don't have any ingredients to use anymore.
Well, whose fault was that?
Oh. I mean, Didn't we discuss this? I'm in a room. I can't get out. There's nothing left to use. Right?
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot. I do my best to forget as much as possible at the end of any of these, so...
I mean,
you understand, I'm sure.
Maybe I could, like, try and... I don't know what... I have no magical properties. What's the magical use of a fingernail? I mean, like... I don't think it does anything. Doesn't it have to be magical in the first place to become a magical potion? Right? That's what I always thought.
I don't know about that. Because isn't the point of magic to imbue something with abilities it wouldn't otherwise have?
Yeah, but like, what are we gonna do with a magic fingernail? You know?
JTRW has already paid 5 signas to support our efforts here and inflict the Orb of Obscenity on me. Fuckballs.
I mean, you could magically pick your nose, like.
Yeah,
Elf shit stain, Elira, I want to now stress. Cram fuck. No, not that. I'm pissed at you, but not that shitty.
Okay.
Look, the elf ruined everything for Stick.
That's what I'm known for. It is,
right.
In fact,
Look,
my forte.
it's in the title. This was supposed to be the great Goggleoff between me and Numbnuts. I mean, Pentagast.
Just what are you trying to imply with that?
It was going to be great. We had a competition.
That's a low blow. That's all I'm saying.
Thought Hammer.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Crunculus projectile charge. Look for those events lined up. We're gonna have this competition, several actions. Horse fucking. Damn it!
I don't have goggles, but I have these really neat little coverings from magic potion bottles from the Earth realm that you imbibe to be healthy and normal.
Bitch coochie.
Yeah, and I could hold them over my. Never mind.
I don't think that works.
No. I could like squeeze them really hard with my eyelids, and maybe they'd stay in place.
You tried. I mean,
They're kind of pokey, though.
do you really want to be goggled? Really? I mean, I don't know.
Not that badly.
I don't think most people want to be goggled that badly.
It's good
No.
flaming labia. Damn it.
I really don't think that, I mean, considering what you just said and goggles, there might be some use there. I guess it would depend on, the weather conditions or something, maybe.
Yeah, are you dealing with a redhead? Are you dealing with someone who needs an ointment? Is it
Yeah.
actually on fire? Could
Yeah,
be
these are
anything.
things.
They are things.
Okay, while I'm able to speak freely without interruption by myself, if you're not familiar with this, it's not quite side quest, but it's very similar. The items are very similar. The rules are in the description, and they're also here. You can inflict whatever you want on anyone you want, and we'll try to activate it immediately, no matter how much I don't wanna. Or do want to. Oh,
You know-
no.
Yay. Oh.
Yeah, Arcturus, you might be onto something with your statement. Like, instead of mini quest, maybe we should just call it not quite side quest. It's longer, it's wordier, but it's got a better ring to it. It sounds more we fucked up.
I like the assonance. I like the.
I don't see it happening, but let's get this over with, because sooner start the sooner greetings. Again, Wendigo has donated 20 signals to support our efforts here with the following message. Good evening, all. It has been a long week already. I think we could all use a pick-me-up. Arcturus, have a draught of the potion of praise, and unleash your love upon everyone's favourite enemy, the skeleton bird, Daddy Po Longbone.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I can think of worse beings. I can. It's hard to imagine, but there are worse things out there than Poe.
Yeah, no, there's a few.
You know, badgers.
Shut your whore mouth. Po Longbone is the best thing that happened to any of us. I can't imagine getting this far in life if it weren't for Daddy Po Longbone.
Right.
Quite.
The architect of your entire existence, right? Like, that's Poe for you.
Why, indeed, it's almost as if they wrote me up in a novel themselves, then brought me to life, and then me to life, and oh, it's such a joy. I mean, honestly, how do I get the rest of the week without an opportunity to just lavish praise upon Po Longbone?
Yeah. You know, that gives me an idea. Are these items just excuses for us to do and say the things that we would normally do and say if we weren't buried under layers of self-loathing and shame and denial?
Absolutely, you're right. I honestly love Po Longbone all the time and wish to spread his love to others. As you know, Daddy Po Longbone loves you especially.
Wait a minute.
Or wants to, anyway.
Hold on. You're supposed to praise the guy. You're supposed to praise the thing, not start a cult. What are you doing?
But there is a cult to Daddy Po Longbone, and it's what everyone really needs in their life.
That's in Earthrealm.
No,
not...
no, I'm pretty sure there are podophiles even here, which is an excellent name, by the way. I, in the past, have registered some discontent with the name podophile, but, well, if Daddy Po Longbone loves it, who am I to second guess?
Look, all I'm saying is I've never met any of them. That's all. It's a lot harder to meet them now that I'm stuck in a tiny room that just, you know, at least it's got high ceilings. That's all I'm happy about, you know?
You hear that, podophiles? You need to spread some of that Daddy Po Longbone love to Pentagast, whoever he is. I'm sure if you get together, you'll get him. You guys tracked down those flags that Sheila Boo put up, right?
Yeah. If you can find that, you can find me and potentially, you know, open the damn door.
There's no reason there can't be more sects, more denominations of this following. That should be feasible, I think. Anything's feasible with flashy enough pamphlets. So.
What's a pamphlet?
It's a thing. It's an amazing thing.
Is it like a scroll?
Yes, it's a scroll, but foldy. And I haven't quite figured out why you would want a foldy scroll instead of a scrolly scroll.
Why can't you just roll? You know, just roll it up, right?
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
But yeah, because like with a pamphlet, if you say it's folded, then there's creases in it. Who wants creased scrolls?
Well, maybe the harsh angles make it more eye-catching. Perhaps it's more compelling in some fashion.
Is it like a starter kit for a paper airplane? I've seen those.
Well,
is that how they start those?
Has anyone seen my quill? This mention of scrolls has let me know that I made a point last time to, well, it was a quiet promise to myself to write some poetry to Daddy Po Longbone. Truly, no one else here deserves it more. And, you know, I've got the skills. But it seems like all of my quills have gone missing suddenly. And you're all right, though. Scrolls are the best. Although, if the elf likes them, I'm most concerned it's because they're technically insertable.
Wait. Have you changed out? You don't have scroll knobs anymore. You don't have tiny silver balls. You have scroll rods.
Oh.
Scroll knobs are still there. They're just tiny and escape your notice.
That's probably a good thing. You shouldn't, well, I mean, nobody wants to see those. That's what I was saying. It's what I've been saying all along. No one wants to see those giant knobs. Nobody wants
You're
to see them.
saying? You
I don't,
absolute
and now I
Poe
don't, and it's an
unbeliever.
improvement.
Honestly, you're lucky Poe still loves you. As he does, and I'm sure he'll express his love on a very visceral level next time you should meet in person, which will happen shortly after the pedophiles track you down, and these have been here the entire time, you weirdo.
At least I'll be out of this room. That's the main thing. I won't be stuck in here with nothing. I'm running out of things to make up. Okay? That's saying a lot for me.
Yeah.
I tend to make up a lot of things, and the hat, since it doesn't talk anymore, I'm just kind of running on empty at this point,
You're out of things that aren't even there yet.
Yeah.
That's...
I have nothing to... There's no potions to drink. There's no voices coming from the hat. I'm literally
Shut up!
stuck
We've got a real
just
emergency
my
here.
own.
Can't be
You
worried
have an
about you
emergency?
starving or dead or thirsting. Look, it turns out that I, in another state of mind, did write quite the lengthy thing about Daddy Longbone Poe, but it's...
Oh, wow.
It's not poetry, it's just violent slander and lots of angry scribbling. Excuse me, I need to go burn this.
I thought that was a form of Keshian poetry. I'm not very cultured. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Keshian poetry?
Well, I think,
Honestly,
it's
Daddy Poe Longbone is entirely too good for me.
it's kind of beautiful when they scream just an unreal, incomprehensible slew of insults at people in the most unbelievably creative ways imaginable. Well, one could argue that that's a form of poetry. Slam poetry, usually followed by exsanguination of one or more parties involved, but it's still a beautiful example of the spoken and or written word.
I can see it. It's definitely, there's artistic expression there.
Yeah, there is. I think so.
Yeah.
Wendigo's right. Maybe I was just roasting them. So that's right. You mock the people you care about. That's what normal people do. What is the? I'll trust that's the peasant habit. Look, sauce be burnt. I said terrible things about Poe. Things I don't think he'd enjoy. And after he's been so good to us, all of us, honestly, that is a punishment.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
Oh, I must correct something. There's been some activations I haven't gotten to yet. There's a reason they're not gotten to. These are one at a time as they come in. So only in that dark time, in untold minutes ahead, when I am denied the compulsion to lavish praise and affection upon the very idea of Daddy Poe Longbone, will we be able to inflict other things on other people that they probably won't enjoy nearly as much.
Oh. Well. It is what it is, I guess. This is really fizzy.
I'm kind of having a bit of a crisis here. Starting to think that maybe Poe locked me in this room?
Then clearly Daddy Poe Longbone is trying to teach you a lesson because he loves you and wants you to stop doing the bad thing that made him lock you in the closet.
No, pretty sure I know what it is. He's afraid of the hat. It's probably what it is.
I do remember in certain dark days, I don't know what I was thinking when I suggested that the hat should imbue its spawn into Poe's empty skull, but
Yeah, you might have started a joining of two creatures that should never, ever spawn anything. Ever. You know?
Although, Daddy Poe Longbone, in that situation, I'm sure would be an excellent father that it had spawn. I mean, clearly they are responsible and loving. Maybe they just don't want the responsibility at this point in their lives, and just waiting until he's ready to settle down. That's the wisdom of Daddy Poe Longbone.
Like what? Like I'm just, now I'm thinking about it. What would that be? Would it be a bony hat? Would it be a hat that flies? A hat with wings? Would it be a bird with a tiny little hat on it? What would the crossing of this hat and the Grim Raven?
I hope it explodes his skull into 1,000 tiny shards, whatever the hell it is.
Oh, you're normal again.
Oh, okay.
And, Orb of Obscenity for Lyra. I should read this properly. I could use the distraction especially. Quote unquote. Lippy donated 5 Cygnus for efforts here. Gibber-Gabber Grimoire on Lyra. Let's see if anyone notices a difference. I sure won't.
Oh, is that that's the one where I speak of?
Yeah, pretty much. You seem to combine naturally. Not that you could not combine naturally. That's only 2 minutes, unfortunately, although I like you better already in this state. When you hit a lower level on Elven Society, which is quite the achievement for you, I suppose. You could be proud. Some particularly perverted elves might really like it.
I don't know.
But that is you yourself, so I guess you could be filled with self-respect for a brief shining moment.
I'm not exactly sure I'm okay with this, because, I had somebody to talk to that was interesting and fun and intelligent, and now I'm stuck with you, Ark. See, it's gone.
Beepity dap boop. Whoa.
There's no back and forth now. See, it's gone. Right? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I think the discourse just really went up to the roof. I can't agree with you on this one, Pentacast.
Yeah, well, but my alternative to know what someone's saying is to talk to you. I don't know if I'm okay with that, because I don't understand you half the time. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm just, I'm here. But I don't like where this is going. I don't.
Yeah. Zoopity zeep zap. Wop.
The shipment of paintings came in. I've been assembling my latest project. In fact, I plan on going this lately. And you've got a problem.
What? Shipment of paintings?
We'll get out in a moment, but we're actually going to trade out Lyra immediately again. A sponsor donating 10 Cygnus to effort here with the following quest. Lyra, while Ark is being forced to praise Poe Longbone, it's time to be Poe Longbone with a mimic mirror, which will not result in praise at this point, but in fact, violent insults and rage.
Go fuck yourself?
Go fuck yourself. Stuff your cranial surface with its own cranial surface. Can't say up your ass, can I? After all, don't have one.
No. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
I think. No. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
I feel like I'm interrupting.
What else does Poe do?
Yeah, I feel like I'm interrupting if I say anything. So
I'm gonna fly up your orifice, and you're not gonna like it, buddy. That's close, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
To coach you more on that point, you got this one line down, but we need to work on the voice a bit. Try to rip off your nose and then stuff it down your throat, and insist upon gargling out words regardless.
No.
See, yeah,
You simply aren't committed to this.
that would
You're-
sound.
But
like
as I
something.
absolutely hate Poe, I kind of appreciate that, although...
You're gonna gargle my bone, fucker.
I
Of
need to
yourself?
get everything about this before next time there's a mini-quest.
Doesn't he? Yeah, isn't he known for some like weird laugh or something too? I mean, there's always the kind of thing. I don't know. That's crying. That's not really laughing.
Yes, they've got it right. Stuff your nose down your throat.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that without actually like clamping my nose. So I'm
Okay.
not gonna do that.
Maybe we'll try clamping the nose. That'll probably cover it.
No.
I suppose you don't have to rip it off and stuff it down your throat, but you know, it'll heal eventually.
Nah, go fuck yourself.
Wow! It's like he's really here. I hate that. Stop it.
Go
Riveting.
fuck yourself.
Damn! See, this is what professionalism gets you. Into a Faustian bargain that compels you to spend time with elves, pretending to be something you hate even more. Or do I? Sorry, it's we're on equal hate levels at this point. I suppose because it's... I hate elves overall more, you slightly less than the real Poe.
I go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's ski bit at a time, and I hate that.
I'm having fun. That's
My
horrifying.
fun level is decreasing. Well,
Your happiness is decreasing. Arcturus, your
Arcturus?
happiness is going down.
fun level. I don't think I've ever been happy on this thing we're roped into.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
On occasionally, I mean, with the deaths, those are always hilarious when they're not me.
Well, yeah, just
It's hilarious to fly up your rectum when you're dead.
Yeah,
Not
this-
quite. Getting there.
Provides opportunity. Isn't it kind of weird how Poe is fixated on cramming himself up other people regardless of species or gender? It's awfully fixated. Poe seems a bit hard up, doesn't he?
Go fuck yourself.
It's worn off. You're actually fine again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're probably speaking from the heart then. No, I get it.
No. I would never. I would find a way to express that I want you to go fuck yourself with grace and decorum, obviously. So.
Well,
Don't
it's
worry
about
about
to
it.
get worse because JTRW donated 5 signals for Stupid Zero to land on you. Rated all.
Well,
yeah. I was gonna say I wouldn't probably go with "go fuck yourself" either, especially when it comes to Arcturus. It'd probably be like "die in a fire." You know, that's probably what I would go with. You know.
well, yeah. And this really isn't relevant to anything, but the whole chat is looking quite lovely tonight, I think. Is there one more exquisite than the others in our presence?
What could be more random than the entire chat? Listen up, everyone. Lyra's having a party and everyone's invited.
Well, I maybe it's a good way to segue into it. Poe is attracted to all species and genders of colon. You know, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's some might call it an enlightened, a higher state of orientation. You know, I just,
confused.
you know, it's just.
I thought you said Colin. I misheard you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I
There's
like
all
that.
the chariots,
I like that.
Poe Longbone. So
Someone's sexuality is just all Collins.
Yeah, it's all Collins. Just nothing else, just Collins. That's
Yeah.
it.
I'm just saying. I can see the beauty in everyone in this chat. Everyone is lovely and charming and creative and unique and wonderful in their own ways. And I am
in the clear,
I am-
having now basically propositioned the entire audience.
I call me. My number is 999. I don't know how Earthrealm people do phone numbers. Where do you write the numbers on a
something-
wall of
Look,
an enchanted cave?
At this point, you don't have a date plan to ditch out by giving them a fake number, and we don't have numbers over here, so why did you think people fake one on the spot? That's a bit silly. By the way, it's going to get worse, because it's True Horror Stories just turned 5 singers. Just got my side quest ladies' portraits today, and the elf is going to look gorgeous on them. Stupid arrow for the elf! Please flirt with me, beautiful creature. That's not how it works. It's entirely random, but you were in the chat before, so I suppose that could happen again. Technically, that was at you, too.
It's resetting now? It's happening again?
Yes!
Well, I mean,
Look,
I just...
I was strangely relieved because I thought you would actually hit upon the entire chat last time, but for a second there I thought you would actually hit upon Poe himself, and that was even more disgusting.
I'm going with...
Slowly mad?
Bugkvitten. You are a dashing individual, and I would like to hold hands with you and frolic through the gnome graveyards, singing each other the songs of our beloved ancestors. So, just, you know...
Bugkvitten,
Let me
I've
know
seen
if-
before. Congratulations, Bugkvitten. You just need to claim your conquest within the next minute to minute and a half. Good luck!
And also, can you change your name to something that's easier to say in my tongue? Because introducing you to my elf parents who are really, really proud of me and love me dearly, who I have very, very well-rounded relationships with all the time. I talk to them all the time. It'd be really awkward introducing you to them if I can't say your name thing.
I'm guessing it's initials, BGC Vettin, so his name is Borgeron Ganondorf
Colin?
Vettin. Yes, you got it.
Yes.
There you go. There's a name to give your parents. I'm sure they'll be thrilled. And you're in the clear.
Well, maybe I'm not in the clear. I might have competition if there's a Colin in the midst of those many, many names. That's
Just call him Phil for short.
It's the love show.
That's
No.
not a
No.
love triangle I ever thought I would be in. A wretched, screamy pile of bones versus me. And I honestly don't know who they'd pick.
Meanwhile, JTRW has donated 10 signals Paranoia Pendant for Pentagast rated PG-13. Their expectations are clearly very high for a Pentagast.
Oh yeah, because I'm so offensive that I need to have a higher rating than PG-13. Yeah. Wait, why do I need a rating? Who's imposed these ratings? Why do we need rating systems? Who's up to who? Somebody's up to something, and I want to know who. I mean, like, where are these rating systems implemented? You know, is it in everything? What if it's in food and drink?
That's a disturbing concept.
Like, oh, well, Elven society. Think about this. Like, oh, you can't use a bow until you're, it's PG-13. You can't have a bow until you're 13.
Well, I mean, that is true. You usually have to be capable of rolling over on your own and identifying basic shapes and colors before we let you practice archery. So.
Yeah, but I didn't think that happened until you were like 18.
What, rolling over on your own or murdering things with pointies?
The coloring shapes, rolling over thing. I thought that was like, in your 20s somewhere.
No. I don't know. Maybe it's something in the water, but they're just growing up so fast these days. It's
I guess
a little alarming.
Well, I just, I don't know. Wait, why are you helping me? What do you want?
I met a young elf.
You can't have it. It's mine. It's mine.
Who was 37 years old, and they could already do math. That's impressive even by human standards, at least in the Earth realm. You guys are really bad at math.
13, 37, that's, you add those together, that's 50. What are you trying to do to me with numbers? 37 minus 13 would be 24. So that's not, no, that doesn't make sense. What are you trying to do to me?
Guess that question. When you're paranoid in this case, are you paranoid against Big Elf, Big Bow, or Big Arrow?
Right now, the number 13 scares the shit out of me.
Oh.
I'll have you know that slander. I understand that 13 was a very lucky number and still is in some countries.
Is it?
Over there, yeah. Apparently they have this one president, the only one that seems to have actually had balls, and that one was part of a club that was based around 13. And he got shot and shrugged it off.
That's
Who got shot? They got
Teddy
shot
for
because of the number 13. Is that like magic? If you utter 13 in that realm, does it shoot people?
You could say.
The important thing is that he got shot. Several of the presidents got shot. He's one of the few presidents that got shot and laughed it off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying?
I mean, the number 13 could have doomed him to be shot someday. It could have been fated. Or the number 13 could have protected him, which could also have been fate. Which means the number 13 could have orchestrated everything involved and had some hand in all of it, a little numbery hand, and maybe there is no free will. Food for thought.
There's conditionally no free will. Like, for instance, once we take over there, free will is over.
I'm not okay right now. I'm genuinely convinced now. It's not Poe that put me in this room. It's the number 13. 13 has me trapped in this room.
Yeah, maybe.
That's who's behind this. Why? Why are they doing this to me? What do they want from me? I don't have anything left to give them. There's nothing else for me to do. This is not good.
Examine your environment for hidden messages, perhaps love letters, propositions maybe. Perhaps you're not offering the right things. Maybe there's something more you can give up to get out.
10 fingers. 10. Oh, I'm not giving up my digits. I only have 10 of these. What am I supposed to do? Like cut 7 of my fingers off and 6 of my toes? Is that what it wants?
Well, you can
What
keep
if
it
I
up
get
and
it wrong?
magically pick your nose.
No, what if I get it wrong, though? What if it wants 7 toes and I give it 6?
That's what the extras are for?
Does that mean I never get out? I'm going to figure out what this 13 is up to. I'm going to figure out what it wants, why it's doing this to me. I'm going to find out. And when I do, it's going to regret it. It absolutely is going to regret it. It will.
I wish you luck with your crusade against a number.
It represents something. And I'm going to find out what it is. Damn it.
In any case, anything that helps the president get shot and then finish whatever they're talking about is probably on the pro side of things.
Probably pretty cool.
You can shoot people now? You can do
No,
that?
I really want to, though. It's just, they're not... Apparently the gods aren't allowing guns here,
I
and
don't
so my
want
god
you
keeps talking.
capable. I don't want you capable of shooting anything.
One more
of
reason
any
why
kind.
I want to be capable of shooting everything.
No.
Maybe.
Maybe you're probably in on this with 13. That's my guess.
You know, the pendant's been off for quite a while now.
Oh, the pendant's been off? I'm no longer paranoid? Are you telling me I'm not paranoid anymore? Why? Why would you tell me that?
I don't know, really. What was I thinking? Quite foolish. We'll move on.
What were you
Lyra.
thinking?
Huh?
You recall all those tiny paintings I commissioned on glass?
Yeah.
We have a problem. You see, I launched a new business venture. I was going to bring virtual reality to the world. I've paid extensive amounts of signals to have those frames placed in this device here, and thus create an illusion of being there.
Ooh.
And I was initially very pleased with the detail, but oh look, it's the walls of a great city in Akakesh, and wow, the detail the gnomes have gone to. Icing, graffiti, what does it say?
Yeah.
Help us, captive in, please, crazy, so much death. There are details here that I'm generously leaving out, Lyra. This is going to greatly impact this.
That's one of the most elaborate graffiti tags I've ever heard of. That's quite interesting. That must be a reference to gnome gangs from the 80s that I was not aware of. That's really cool. You know, art is incredible. You know, it's just it's a really interesting way to explore themes of captivity and death and many failed escape attempts and cannibalism and slowly descending into insanity. And it, you know, which is completely fictional and doesn't happen to gnomes anywhere. But it's just it's just art is a really interesting way to explore those themes that you would never encounter in reality otherwise.
Yeah, they made lots of very artistic alterations. For instance, the Sarthosian royal family's motto on their banners apparently reads, "Gnomes are friends, not food."
Oh, that's cute. They're even delving into comedy now.
I want to partially fund and modifications to the work.
They've given up on their gang-like ways? Is that what you're saying?
You know, I wouldn't know. They're little screaming, emaciated enigmas.
Okay.
Did you know that if you eat too many elves,
Did I know that?
Sometimes things could go wrong with your brain and your speech patterns. Not that I would know.
I already have things wrong with my brain and my speech patterns, and I've never eaten a gnome.
Well, are you sure about that?
Wait a minute.
They're starting to
Maybe
put
the-
gnome in a lot of things instead of.
Maybe the hat has, though. I mean, I don't know what the hat gets up to.
JTRW has just paid 10 signers. The following message: Arcturus acquires Shield of the Self and randomly becomes emotionally ambivalent about himself. I'm not sure that's what'll happen, but we'll find out shortly.
You spent money on that?
Emotionally ambivalent. Isn't that just apathy?
No,
Like-
you simpleton. Look, it's an elaborate defense mechanism that only someone as capable as I am might use. It's all a farce. I am a sham. I don't know why I'm even here. Oh, that's right, because I'm better than all of you.
No, don't look at me. Keep going. I'm kind of interested in what you have to say right
Yeah,
now.
I'm riveted by this whole production.
Yeah, please continue. Yeah. Keep
I'm the
talking
finest
about
person
how
on the
great
show. I
you are,
always
but
have
then
been, the absolute linchpin, the bedrock, who's second rate to a talking pro skeleton. I'm second rate, third, fourth rate, possibly even seventh. Which is a terrible
Maybe.
shame because I really am just the talent that keeps things chugging along.
13th at best. That's my theory. You're the 13. Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
You're behind all of this. Wait. That means I'm in a room that you had access to. Does that mean I'm in Sarthos right now? Because if it does, I've got a problem. And it's that I'm in Sarthos.
Ugh. I hope not.
Look-
Let's think positively. You might be somewhere nice, like a pile of dung. Let's not jump to horrible conclusions.
You know, like the saying goes, there's something rotten in Sarthos, you know?
That's never been a saying. Furthermore, I'm taking great pains, masterfully in fact, to keep you all out of Sarthos to the best of my abilities. I say it regularly, stay out of Sarthos. And you might find that things go wrong occasionally, keeping you from even thinking about coming to Sarthos. And it's probably for the best, because this is a house of cards, and when it comes crashing down, it's going to crash down on me and everyone around me.
See? So that's just it. You tell us to stay away, that way no one ever thinks to go there, and then you capture one of us and you lock us in some room in your tower somewhere, and then no one's coming to rescue them. Why have you done this to me? I know that the Paranoia Pendant isn't making me paranoid, but I'm starting to think you're behind all of this. And that this 13 thing was all just a ploy. It's just trying to throw me off the trail, isn't it? Well, what am I doing? He's not going to tell me.
That does sound like sort of brilliant thing I might have come up with and gone through extensive pains to give you the impression that you're somewhere else other than Sarthos, under the context I don't want any of you ever in Sarthos. That would be next level game playing. That is not where I'm at all. I mean, look, I don't know how I'm holding this together here. There are debts, and I think some of the clergy are starting to get pretty angry at me. I haven't quite figured out why, and I can't even smuggle in a gun. It's just a little pebble gets flung really fast. Why can't I have one?
I have never been on such a roller coaster of not knowing whether to prepare to agree with you or roll my eyes for the 13 millionth time at your just utter nonsense. This is exhausting.
Wait, why did you say that?
What?
You're in contempt is what I do say.
The 13th millionth time?
Oh, it's what I expect from the likes of you lot, anyway.
I just a random number, approximately accurate.
It's just a random number. I didn't think to say the number 13 to imply that I'm in on this. Why are you doing this to me? See,
That's right. You're on
I
to me,
can understand
Pendergast.
it from Sarthos, but I've never done anything to the elves. Why are you mad at me? What have I done? Well, I thought we were friends.
I didn't.
Okay, that was pretty rough. I think that's the first time the shield of self has been employed on me. I don't necessarily think I mean,
You know
half
what,
of
I'll
it was
accept
pretty
that.
good and very honest and accurate, but half of it was complete slander and baseless.
I'll accept that, Lyra. I
Okay.
believe you. I think you had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what was that?
Very, very, very carbonated wine.
Oh, okay.
I haven't forgotten, Lara. I want those illustrations fixed. I have a few orders that need placed. I don't need them all fixed immediately, but I need your most trusted elf, not elf, gnome, you're all the same to me, I suppose, to go in there and undo the graffiti and all of the artistic licensing alterations they made.
Doing business transactions with you hurts me, but money is money, I suppose. I will get right on that. I am so sorry. It just, every once in a while, one of these little peculiarities pops up where there's just sort of an exploration of culture. There's an exercise in super imaginative, not reality that they inject into their creative endeavors. So I will talk to them about that and get it rectified. We'll get it right this time.
Look, I actually hate to advise you on your professional career with these gnomes, but you should probably at least let them commingle a bit, let them socialize, find out which one everyone likes, and then make that one the quality assurance gnome, and just visibly take it apart every time it misses something in the quality assurance stage in front of the rest of them. It'll help.
That's actually kind of a feasible idea.
You're going to start another gang? Is that what you're doing? Of gnomes?
I don't think she has a gnome gang, unless of course you count chain gangs, in which case, yeah, pretty much.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to start a new one, call them Hell's Imps.
You know?
It might be interesting.
That could be interesting. And again,
it sounds edgy, it sounds scary, it sounds kind of, rough around the edges.
It sounds hilarious. A bunch of gnomes on little tiny motorcycles going...
Yes, exactly.
That could be a great idea. It would improve morale. It would give them the illusion of free will and individuality and purpose and power in their lives. That could improve morale immensely.
I like that. Vietnamese sweatshop. Nice one. Also,
productivity will go up. Yeah.
I don't think you can afford magic facilities of engines, so you might have to settle for just bicycles, maybe tricycles. It'll be even more pathetic.
Do either of you know where I can get 200 tiny leather jackets?
Make them stitch their own out of their peers.
Oh.
Yeah,
that's
just butcher the older ones that are bigger, then give the coats to the younger ones, and it'll probably fit.
Yeah. Wait, do they know how to sew? Do they know how to tan leather? I mean, do they know how to make leather?
Do they need to have a light source to be able to tan something? Because that might be a problem.
I don't know. I've never made anything like that. I don't know what's required. Sorry.
Well, you could really use Pendergast until someone figures out where you are and lets you out, so... Yeah.
Till someone lets me out, yeah. Wait. How... Yeah, okay. Never mind. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm all about this gang idea. Maybe... I think the reason I'm for it is because then I can convince one of you to send the gang to open the door and let me out. And if it is in the Black Keep like I think it is, they'll be able to get around Arcturus's traps and so on, machinations and whatever he thinks he's got going on. They should be able to get through it and get to me to actually get me out. He thinks his fortress is foolproof, or like it can't be, it's impenetrable or whatever. But it clearly is. There are gaps.
Oh, just because your hat got in here once doesn't mean that you care.
My hat's about the size of a gnome. It should be. I'm thinking it's pretty safe guess. You know.
That's very interesting, actually. As they always say, necessity is the mother of gnomes figuring shit out.
I'm also starting to think that's maybe why, like, maybe the hat isn't talking because I'm in the Black Keep and it's terrified or something. Or you've done something to it since I'm inside your... Have you done any, like, magical enhancements to your home? And recently? Have you upgraded a few things or something?
It might just know that they're listening. That would be my guess.
Look, any defenses I have in effect here, I'm not going to talk about, especially if you're planning on getting me here for any reason. But I do stand by what I said earlier. Stay out of Sarthos. I don't want you in Sarthos. And if I'm going to hide you somewhere, it's probably 6 feet under.
I don't know. I could be 6 feet under in a room. 6 feet underground.
Sorry, outside of Sarthos at least.
Sure.
I sure isn't a girl, because this sounds like... Look, honestly, at this point, I'm a little bit concerned that you just haven't figured out the door is pull, not push.
Wait. Okay, hold, no, just bear with me for a minute here. When you go to open a door, you always open it away from you. It goes away from you, and the door goes open, and then you can walk out. That's how doors work, right?
Usually?
That's how all doors work. Who would make a door that you have to move towards yourself to go and then have to go around it to get out? Why would you do that?
I'm not an expert on the subject, actually. I usually have people to open doors for me, or I just fall into them and they yield regardless.
Yeah,
So
I might have to try that later then. I don't think I want to do it right now. No, I'm not going to do it. It just seems like bad engineering to have the door open towards you, thus making you, then you have to back up out of its way so it can swing out of the way, and then you can walk out. And then then if you want to close the door, you have to go back and reach back into the room that you just left in order to close it behind you. It seems like just bad engineering.
This is why you're not an engineer, because it's excellent engineering, especially when you really make sure you're barring someone from coming into some place. We want to keep them out. It's really, really great that way, because they can't just open the door from the other side. You don't have to bar it on both sides, which is really dumb, where someone can pry off the bars on the other side and then open the door. You don't think defensively.
That was a whole lot of discussion of engineering, and I didn't get any of it. It's a good thing we don't need so many health potions these days. What? I'm really, it's not even paranoia at this point. I'm pretty sure you have me trapped in some place that you've designed. I'm starting to... You've recreated my tapestry that I carry with me everywhere. I don't think this is the same one. I think this is an imposter. It's a copy. How
would you tell?
Yeah.
Maybe the hat's a copy, but then I should be able to take the hat off, and I can't.
That couldn't be simulated with adhesive.
I would be...
You glued a hat.
Someone in the
to
chat
my
said
head.
your hat looks like a dick.
Yeah, and you've glued it to my head.
I would be
I
very
didn't say
wary of
that.
attempts to turn the two of you against each other. I think you know your hat better than that.
Well, what
think
if
it
my
just-
hat's been trying to get back to me and it can't?
Well, I don't know then.
And there's a very good question here. You signed a terrible Faustian bargain with Magog, as did I. I'm not, throwing anything on you this way. But did that really apply to the creature in the hat? Did it?
Probably no. I don't think so. Look, I'm just. What did I do to you? I mean, I've said I don't like you, and I've made some really awkward insults at you, and mocked you at almost every turn I get a chance to. But how did I actually hurt you enough that you've captured me, made all these fabricated things that are around me, and imprisoned me? What did I do to wrong you so greatly?
Okay, first off, I haven't said I've done anything along those lines and have denied it loudly, but if I did do that, then let's say it probably has nothing to do with you specifically, but perhaps the thing in the hat, which has done things to my hats, I don't appreciate.
But that's not my fault. That's the hat's fault. You don't imprison the person that the hat resides on. You imprison the hat.
Everyone knows that when it comes to hat warfare, you're just supposed to stay in your lane, man.
Right. I'm not a hat. The hat is... I don't even know if the hat's a hat, really. I don't know what that thing is. But it's the thing that wronged you. I didn't wrong you. I mean, well, I've wronged you, but not grievously so.
Yeah, and the fact that Poe wears us as hats sometimes when we're temporarily deceased, that doesn't mean that we're inducted into hatdom. We're still us.
Is that
Other
what it
things
means
I
when he
would
tries
do
to
to
go up
Poe
your ass?
Longbone if I...
When he tries to, that
didn't sound
go
right.
up things, is Poe trying to think that he's wearing us as a hat?
Bad
That's a
things.
horrible
Bad
thought.
things, Poe Longbone. I'm being very
Don't like
disturbed by potential long-term effects of potion of praise exposures.
I'm starting to think that maybe this hat nonsense it's warped my brain. All I can think about is hats and how it applies to hats.
Perhaps the creature in the hat, thus trapped, is slowly consuming your brain to maintain just enough sustenance to survive to escape.
Why couldn't it have been shoes? That's what I'm saying. Or a glove, or some a piece of armor, or another shirt, something else besides a hat. Why did it have to be a hat?
Could have been worse. Could have been a pair of breeches.
Why would you do that? No.
Well, in any case, at this point, I'm going to leave you imprisoned, and I look forward to being vindicated next time you try the door and try more than one direction. Although,
if it works, you realize that I'm going to be loose in the Black Keep then.
assuming you're there,
Possibly. Assuming I'm there.
which would be a bold assumption.
Right. But
But it would be funny if true.
yeah. And that means, well, wait, you wouldn't actually be there, would you?
Why would I bring any of you close?
To keep a better eye on us, to monitor us, to prevent the hat from getting back to me, so it could tell me all your secrets
No.
that it
But
stole.
when you do get out, please do find out who's been feeding you. They weren't supposed to do that. The Liar's Locket is, in fact, the locket of truth. It has poor hearing, nearly deaf, but it's so smart that if it could hear you, you couldn't possibly fool it in some way. That's why I can't lie to you and tell you that it was created by Goggleoff the Unscrupulous as a particularly nasty prank, and that I have to report to you honestly, I made this. I, Arcturus the Black Compass, overcoming my lack of magical anything, made this with my own two gloved hands. I just love glorified paperweights with rich histories and a pathetic hard-on previous owners or creators. Don't you? Doesn't everyone? I don't know. But I sure think so.